I wish The Simpsons Season 36 would mine inspiration from one of its darkest episodes for Bart's sake. While the darkest episodes of The Simpsons can get shockingly bleak, I still wish that Season 36 of the long-running series would take some inspiration from a particularly daring Golden Age classic. Since The Simpsons is officially the longest-running scripted primetime American TV show in history, it makes sense that the series has changed in terms of tone and style over the decades. The modern humor of The Simpsons doesn't feel like the cynical humor from the show's first few seasons, but that would be true for any show with over 780 episodes in its back catalog. Not only that, but the influence of The Simpsons itself has gone on to reshape the show's tone. When The Simpsons began, it was both the most boundary-pushing adult cartoon on television and the sweetest animated family sitcom on the airwaves. 36 years later, Bob's Burgers has borrowed The Simpsons' kid-friendly side, while Family Guy, American Dad, Rick and Morty, and South Park have all offered bawdier, crasser alternatives to the earlier show's comparatively tame edginess. The Simpsons isn't the same show at once was because the series reshaped the TV landscape, ironically inspiring some successful competitors. However, Season 36 of Best Stories still remind me of the golden age of The Simpsons. During this halcyon era, the show proved uniquely capable at balancing sharp satire, sentimental family drama, and constant quick-fire comedy in a way few sitcoms can rival. Episodes like Season 7, Episode 8, Mother Simpson, and Season 6, Episode 22, Round Springfield, tackled heavy, dark issues like parental abandonment and death, but managed to handle these with grace while still providing a slew of genuinely fun punchlines. However, there is no better encapsulation of The Simpsons' golden age than Season 7, Episode 4, Bart Sells His Soul, a 20-minute tale that is alternately funny, chilling, existentially hefty, and strangely inspiring. Bart Sells His Soul ends up becoming a genuinely tragic story as the seemingly goofy plot of Bart selling his soul to Milhouse results in something unexpectedly moving. Bart Sells His Soul goes to some surprisingly dark places as Bart copes with the loss of his soul. But The Simpsons proves even existential angst can be funny in the process. While The Simpsons Season 36's latest special is also surprisingly sad, I don't think that the show realized just how downbeat its ending was. In Bart Sells His Soul, the pathos is entirely intentional. Bart's struggle to understand why something feels ineffably empty inside him is truly chilling. But as YouTube creator Super Ray Patchwolf's analysis of the episode proves, the sheer rate of gags ensures that things never feel suffocatingly dark. The B story of Bart Sells His Soul highlights this strength as Moe's failed family restaurant, provides comedic relief, and ensures an otherwise tense story doesn't get too bleak. Unfortunately, The Simpsons Season 36 hasn't recaptured the tone of Bart Sells His Soul yet, despite some stellar outings. Surprisingly, the main reason for this isn't the show's writing. Although seasons 30 to 33 were some of the weakest in the show's long history, seasons 34, 35, and 36 have been a true comeback story for The Simpsons. For all my issues with The Simpsons Season 36 of Last Disney Plus special, I can't deny that the series has recaptured many of the character-centric storytelling elements that made the Golden Age sing. No, the reason that Season 36 doesn't have a Bart Sells His Soul of its own is much more straightforward. Bart hasn't played a major role in most of Season 36 episodes, instead spending the outing sidelined since the premiere. To be fair, Season 36, Episode 1, Bart's Birthday, was a very fun, self-effacing episode that saw Bart struggle with the existential weight of his birthday as the world seemed to change around him. However, this was all in service of a meta storyline about The Simpsons finally ending with a corny, contrived series finale. Although The Simpsons has inspired innumerable shows and movies in the years that the show has spent on the air, the series itself struggles to get back to the tone of its strongest outings. Thus, The Simpsons Season 36 must borrow the approach of Bart sells his soul by providing the family's rebellious son with his share of the spotlight.